はい、皆さんこんばんは。Donganと申します。Dongan Bonavito です。よろしくお願いします。今回、Valkyria Chronicles の Let's Play をパート6を続けています。We'll be continuing from part 5, and in the last cutscene it was shown to me that we're going to take Kloden supply base, which we will cut their supply base and their lifeline. And also, we found an animal trail in the last cutscene, and we're going to use that animal trail to ambush and to secretly invade Kloden main base camp. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Yes, Wildwood Warfare at Kloden.
それでは本作戦を説明する。
The enemy supply base is located at the east end of these woods, tucked behind a tight defensive line. Your squad will sweep in and attack from the west to capture it and cut off their lifeline. I suggest you hit the base head-on with your tank, while foot soldiers take the north path behind the enemy's back. Well, in my strategy, or in these missions, you do not need to bother with your tank. You do not need to use Edelweiss because what you really need to focus is the person or the people who you put in the animal trail and just focus on capturing their base camps. Your objective is the occupations of the enemy's base camp. Tread carefully, I suspect they have planted mines all across the area leading up to the base. You should be able to see them, but be careful. Accidentally stepping on one will mean major damage. An engineer can dismantle a landmine by approaching it and pressing the Z button when the command appears. Also remember that a tank can roll over landmines without sustaining damage. That's another way to clear the road. But we're not going to use our tanks in this case. Conversely, foot soldiers can walk on larger anti-tank mines unharmed, but a tank will take threat damage. We have heard word that the enemy backup is approaching even now. Get out there and claim that base fast! Victory condition, the enemy base camp is captured, failure condition, lucky task, and so on and so on. Okay, now we're going to position our units. In your position! Sad! We just need to put the leaders such as Rosie, Largo, and Alicia. Even though we do not need to use Rosie and Largo, if we add them in the battlefield, it gains us an additional CP, so we need to deploy them as well. Well, what you really need to focus is this Alicia, since I put her alone in the animal trail. All you have to do is just focusing on her, and you do not need to focus on the tanks teams, which is the otherwise team. Since you do not need to use the tank anyway to complete this mission. Well, mostly to complete and achieve a best rank, you do not need to use your tanks. But certain missions require you to use your tank. Yep, team 2. You need to focus your team to take the enemy's base camp. Hi. About team attacks. Sometimes when units near allies attack, those allies will join in with supporting fire. Up to 3 units can team up, and their support fire comes at no CP cost. The units in your squad each have specific other members they like especially well. Teaming up with this unit will result in an exceptionally powerful attack. Staging a team attack against crouching enemies can be a smart way to defeat them. However, punching up for team attacks can leave your soldiers open to powerful area attacks from grenades and mortars. Know when to group up for offense and when to stay spread out for defense. Okay, now we're going to use order first on Alicia so that we add her, so that we can strengthen her attack power. Since we need to capture the base camp in the southern part of the map and there's an enemy crouching behind the sandbags over there, we need to use this order to increase Alicia's attack power, thus killing him in one turn. Be careful as you proceed, there are landmines all over the places. You do not need to bother with the anti-tank gunnery. And you may kill this leader since it will gain you additional experience, but you do not need to take this base camp and attack that gunner. Now all you have to do is just proceed. When you're in the intersections, turn right and keep proceeding.
敵発見敵発見
Tiki Haken. Enemy sighted. Keep using Alicia. You do not need to go to that gate over there since the enemies will ambush you. All you need to do is just turn around like this and then,
敵発見
yep, you will arrive at the enemy's base camp in the southern part of the map. And all you have to do is just kill this scout because we already at Alicia's attack power. We killed him in one turn. In 1 CP, I mean. You do not want to get close because the tank might hit you. So you need to,
私の出番ね
what is it, carefully look for your distance between yourself and the enemy. Okay, we're going to kill the shock trooper now. Immediately end your actions. Do not let the enemy have the chance to shoot you and then kill the shock trooper. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. I think that I don't want to headshot him, it might miss. Now occupy this camp. Hide behind the tent so that the tanks and the enemy tank and the two lancers won't hit you, because if you don't hide behind the tent, they might try to shoot you. That's why you need to hide behind the tanks at the tent. Okay, now all you have to do is just summon a sniper and a scout, another scout, and all you have to do is just end your phase and let the enemy phase begin. The sniper here will take out the enemy ace, and the scout here, another scout, will open up a secret path that leads to the enemy's main base camp, so that you don't have to face the enemy's post tank. Since if you actually arrive at the enemy's main base camp, the enemy's boss, the enemy tank boss, will arrive as well. So to avoid it, you need to create another path, which is we're going to use that another scout, which is Susie grenade, to make a path for Alicia to arrive there safely. Yep. Reinforcements have arrived. About evasion. When being attacked, units will sometimes duck under enemy fire and avoid damage. This is called evasion and can be negated by attacking from the target's rear. Attacks from behind also cause the target to panic, leading to slightly lower accuracy during their counterattack. This is yet another reason to always guard your own back while actively trying to circle around your foes. Okay. Now we're going to use Marina. I prefer Marina rather than Catherine. Now you need to kill this ace. Oh no, I missed. Let's try one more time. I really hate it when I miss. Hopefully we can kill him. Yep, we killed him.
Yes.
Okay. Now we need to use order to boost Alicia attack and defense. Since Alicia is the main key to victory here. And then give orders as well. Defense boost to raise Alicia's defense. Yep. Okay, all set. Now continue proceed with Alicia.
敵発見
There's an enemy over there, which is a shock trooper. But sometimes the shock troopers won't appear there.
やっぱり土の匂いっていいね
Now kill the shock trooper. When you arrive at the enemy's main base camp, then General Jaeger appear with his tank and he will be considered as a boss. But you do not need to bother with that tank. All you have to do is just capturing the main enemy's base camp. That's what you should focus on. You just need to ignore. You do not need to bother with the General's tank. Just keep focusing on taking the enemy's main base camp.
将軍はどうなさるのですか
Ignore that tank.
俺が敵部隊を引きつけておこう
Ignore General Jaeger's tank. Ignore that tank. Like how many times do I have to say it? Okay, now we're going to wait for Susie to arrive here to meet a pet for Alicia.
了解しました
了解しました。
発見いたしましたあー懐かしい匂いです生活部の補給基地を確認しました
ラララララ
懐かしい匂いです短絡的な
Now just throw your grenade here. Now you should go as Alicia, which we already pushed a stat up. Then kill the other two. You might as well want to use Susie if you want to team attack with Alicia. And that's a team attack. One more enemy. It's weird that the enemy did notice. Something like it's kind of weird. That black enemy is kind of stupid, I think. Okay, here it goes. Thus, we complete the mission. Tada! You do not need to bother with that tank since if you actually engage that tank, you only can reduce the tank's HP, but you won't be able to defeat it since he will retreat once his HP low enough. That tank HP, when that tank HP is low enough, that he will retreat by himself. So there's no point in engaging it.
いいが将軍拠点が占拠されました補給基地防衛隊は物資とともに間一髪撤収に成功したようです
Yep, we managed to cut off their supply lines.
だが今回はしてやられたなガリアにも知恵の回る将がいるようだよしもはやこの地の戦略的重要性はなくなった俺たちを引くぞ
兄さん拠点を占拠したとの通信が入りました敵部隊の大多数はすでに撤退していた模様です
そうか見事な引き際だな最初からあの援軍がいたら苦戦したかもしれないだがとりあえず作戦は成功だみんなよくやってくれた
よくやってくれた Yep, we did it! Erang! We got new weapon as well from killing that ace. Okay, well, I'll be ending this part. I'll be seeing you in the next part. またねじゃあ